You don't want to go inside the village where no one knows you and no one is looking for you there. Open your business in the bush and you don't have. Good evening. My name is Emmanuel. And in today's video, I'll be telling you how to start a business in Nigeria. If this is your first time watching our videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Basically, in this video, if you're looking to start a business or you've been thinking about, what you have to offer the general public in terms of a unique product or services, in this video, I'll be talking you through steps you need to follow to start a business in Nigeria. Keep watching, and I believe by the end of this video, you should be able to know what to do to successfully start a business in Nigeria. The first step will be what skill have you got to offer, or what skill do you have? It could be a skill, it could be an idea, it could be a talent, it could be an opportunity you find in the market or within your environment, and that warrants you to start a business. Starting off with skill, let's say you could probably be a doctor, you could be an engineer, you could be a trader, you could be anything basically. You could be a hair maker, you could be a painter, you could be a tiler, you could be anything basically. This basically has to do with the skill you have generally. So what skill do you have? Basically, a skill is something you can do and you are good at, and you are able to offer it as a form of value for money. Because basically, business is all about exchange of value for money. You have to have something to give in order for you to be able to earn from that unique service or product you have to offer. So for you to start a business, the first thing you need to evaluate is what skill do you have, or what talent, or what idea, or what opportunity you have basically within your environment or as a person. So basically, this will be the fundamental to develop a business idea that is innovative, scalable, and profitable. So you have to think about this properly. It could also be something you are passionate about. You could be passionate about a certain thing in life, maybe passionate about business, maybe passionate about news and things you are passionate about that could lead you into further study and further advancement that in future you could be good at it and you will be able to offer it to the public, whether as a service or product in exchange for money. So this is one thing you need to think about when starting a business. That's the first stage. The second stage is the survey stage and business plan mapping out. If it's a product or a service, you need to think about the competitors you have in that same business in order for you to make your business unique. Let's give an example. Okay, you want to open a store that sells clothing or wares. You need to think about, okay, who are the major players in this business? In business, basically, there's something they call SWOT analysis. It's basically you analyzing your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats, basically. So this will help you to study the market, basically, before you, more like as a way to test the water or survey the water, to know how you are going to enter the business. In order for you to succeed, you need to think about, okay, what do I have to bring that is unique? What do you have to bring to the table that is unique? What makes your business different from other businesses? This is also known as unique selling point. If everyone in the whole line is selling footwears and you just come and you start selling footwears, you are just the next fish in the river, just same with them. But if you are selling something more innovative, let's say smart footwears, you could stand out, and that could be your unique selling point. So this is part of the second stage of survey and business plan. You need to start thinking about how much capital I need to start the business, and things like that, basically. And this, or if you need to get an office space, start thinking about this in the second stage, which is your survey and business plan. It might not be a complex business plan. It could just be you jotting down things, planning, basically, because he who plans um, is going to succeed. For someone that didn't plan, the chances and the odds are, less. So basically, let's go to the third stage. The third stage is capital. Capital is one of the very important things in a business. Not all business will require same amount of capital. Some business are capital intensive, some are not. But business in general, capital, any form of capital, whether it be to register the business or licensing, even to open a corporate account, you need a certain amount of money. If to get an office space, you might need something like that. So capital, it could be fiscal cash, it could be social capital. This is needed to start a business. You need to source your capital. It could be from family and friends. It could be a zero interest capital. It could be money that you've saved from your previous employment or from any asset that you liquidated. Basically, this capital is needed or should be needed to run your business, to get things started. That is the third stage, the capital. You need to raise your capital. Is it going to be from crowdfunding or from the capital market? The first stage will be registration, licensing, and other things, basically pertaining registration. It could be registering the business name or registering a corporate account. So in this stage, you need to register if you need a license to operate. Make sure you don't skip this stage. First of all, I'll start with a business name. A business name is a unique brand identity for yourself. You need to think about what you want your business to be called, and basically what you want your business to be known as. You need to think about this properly for cases where you might need to expand or try out other things, because a name could limit you. Because if it's a name that, let's say, Juliet shoes, it could tie you down to a certain niche, which is shoes. Or in future, you might be looking into expanding into other fashion apparels, maybe clothing, maybe headwears and other things. So you need to think about this, your business name, what you want to be known as, and it should be a unique business name. To register your business name in Nigeria, it's through the Corporate Affairs Commission, which is the CAC. When you type CAC Nigeria, you should do a search of your business name and see if that business is already trading in Nigeria. If it's not trading, then you should be able to reserve the name and register. So this is very important. I recommend you registering your business name. That way you are known by the government as a corporate entity. You need to also think about if you want to register as a sole proprietorship or as a limited liability company or as a public company, which is PLC. All this aspect of business or business names have their advantages. Sole entrepreneurship or an enterprise or sole proprietorship is basically a business that you run by yourself alone, and basically you take all the risks involved in the business as well as the rewards as well. So you could be sued if anything goes wrong, because there's no separate identity or there's no separation between you as a person and your business. So basically your business is you, and you are your business. Anything going wrong, you could be sued directly and not your business. But whereas like limited liability company, LLC, it's a business on its own. You are registering a corporation, a corporate entity separate from the owner. So in case of any issues or in cases where anything needs to be addressed, the business is addressed as a different person. That way there's sort of like protection, advantages and disadvantages. A public company is a company that is traded publicly. Basically the public have the ability to have an ownership of the business. So basically, businesses you see as PLC, they are public limited company. There are some of them are traded in the Nigerian Stock Exchange, where investors could own a certain part of the business or a share in the business, and therefore they are a part of the owners or a stakeholder, or basically they own a part of the business. So you need to think about if you want to register as a PLC, as an LLC, or as a sole enterprise. I recommend if it's a small business and you're starting out, you should consider sole enterprises. Basically, you could always upgrade to limited liability company. But all these companies or all these pathways, they have their different tax categories. So you need to think about it and research properly. Talked about registration, licensing. You also need to know or think about office space at this point. If you are going to be selling a product, you might need to get an office space. You need to think about where exactly your office is to be located. This is very, very important because your office needs to be at a strategic position. You don't want to go inside the village where no one knows you and no one is looking for you there. Open your business in the bush and you don't have natural flow of customers, basically. So you need to think about renting a business if your business require one. Not all businesses require an office space. Some businesses are done remotely. You need to think about office space and registering that, basically. And also, you might consider registering a corporate account. This is important for you because registering a corporate account, you'll need a tax identification number to register a corporate account. Registering a corporate account helps you to further stamp your presence as a corporate entity, because that way you are recognized as a business and you operate in the banking sector as well. You have an identity there as a business, as a corporate entity. So I recommend registering a corporate account with a bank of your choice. The fourth stage will be branding. You need to think about branding, like things like your logo. The business name is part of the branding, but I believe by now you should have your business name ready, but it's for you to brand it. You need to think about getting a logo. You could do a simple logo or subcontract that to a graphics designer or basically someone that can get it sorted for you. Basically, as part of branding, it's not just your logo. Branding is not all about logo. You need to think about your business too when you are branding your office space. You want to have a unique branding and a unique style or a unique way of operation. Branding is not all about the logo. You need to think about your business holistically and the brand you want to be known for. You want to be known as a brand that offer qualitative services or qualitative products. So basically, this will help you to have a uniqueness from other people or other brands. Basically, that brand is your public impression. Basically, it's just like a person's reputation. You want to be known as a good brand or a brand that sells substandard things. You need to think about your branding. What do you want to be known for, and how you can be unique and have a strong brand. You need to think about your branding. This could be, your style of business, the logos, your way of conducting business. Do you want to conduct your business professionally? Have a professional tools for doing your business, have receipts, have invoices, have all these things. And with your unique identity, your logo on it, and your trademarks on it. So I believe everything going all right. Last stage, which is the point of sales. I believe everything going well. You should now be able to offer the services you've been planning ahead for, or your products, and in exchange for money. It's more like exchange or trading, basically, because you are offering the public a service or a product. You could be a middleman. You could be sourcing the product or the value and giving it or finding the right people that are in search of it. So all things going well, I believe at this point, your business should be up and running. I wish you all the best in all your endeavors, and I wish you success trying out this new venture. Thank you very much for watching our videos. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel um, as you are looking to offer value to the public. I hope that you are compensated monetarily for this value which you plan. I remain Emmanuel. I'll see you in the next one.